Is Bishop telling us Kenyans her true life story, or she's just trying to be on the limelight after realizing that nobody has been talking about her? She has not been the topic of discussion for a very long time after joining William Samoei Ruto's praise and worship team. I'm asking about this because of the words that were spoken yesterday by Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, that is the founder of Jesus is Alive Ministries, whereby she was saying that she was once a member of Freemason, and she was saved and got out of it very many years ago. But I want us to understand, before we get into that discussion, I would like us to understand one thing, that in this world, or in this Christianity life or walk, many are called, but few are chosen. So at the end of this video, you will tell me in the comment section whether many people that you see around, or anybody that you see around, are they members who are called, or they are among the people, or they are among the few people who are chosen. I want us to listen to Margaret, Bishop Margaret, the way she's speaking. She's speaking in Kikuyu because she was being interviewed at Kameme FM. So I would like us to listen to her in Kikuyu, and then after listening to her in Kikuyu, I come so that we can elaborate this now in English, which a language that everybody understand on this platform. Let us listen to her.
Turenda haha kuingirio na ni mandu aya ni moragaga andu
ni ni ndaigirite kwi ciothe ni ndathiite tondu ni ukuonera ti njega ugathie rengi
ukaingira Freemason
ni ugacoka igakora
ukaingira Illuminati
acoka ihingotie Illuminati by the way Freemason no Illuminati
Freemason
Illuminati nta mwana wa Freemasons no understand nita branch ya Freemasons
wewe waingirite Freemasons muthuri riu ni ucio ni uyu iguru muno
no riu mutigwetikirio cooperate urathuri ma operataga atumia mari mwena wao mu cooperate atumia
tajira terere tondu tutire turahona kaciru witu tondu haha ngi uguthiete wega nginyoke wina marboro no kiruta wira ri uguruki uyu waingira biashara
riu ni besha ndiretha riu marboro da dependa na mushara riu de biashara ni ciakwa
wonio ni ugutonga
ndorio ni ngutonga no riu ri
biashara ino niyo wanjia uguruki uyu wakwa ngoma
hau niho riu maundu mathukira riu nie ri ni ndirahanga gwetha ngai
ni kurathi
no ndirahonoka ni ukuoyo we kuruta ngitwaro no urago kana umagario kana wingirio andu ni ukuoyo kumbe okuria wathie andu amako mahetwo wira ni ngoma kwi agency cia ngoma na agency cia ngoma wira wao mwena batara ni guthiuruka kinya mone ni waingirana uria marenda riu nawe ngai akwenda ngai no ekuhotanira na ngikorwo ngori yaku ni retha ngai no uriona ngai Uhuru Park muhunjia ni aria auga mutumia ura wina skirt ya pink na shati ya blue nieroke handi muhoere honoke ni aume kwa ngoma
cio niwe wihuritie indo nduka-ini
reke ngwira ni ndorire ndiathire kuhoero ndorire ngitingira ngari yakwa kwanza ingo da driver ga Alfa Romeo ngithie start ngari ngiura ngirigano nyuma na my brother my sister in law all the ciana ngirigano nio ngithie ngioka Hellsilas Avenue ngirikana ndatiga andu akwa ngigarura ngari ngicoka guthiwika atia kumetha kumoya
Alpha
ngikora crusade ni guthira irathira muhunjia erire Ashas ucio niwe ndirenda murehei Ashas mokire makigwe iguru gitoro muhunjia akijura why are you running away from me? Did you do what I told you? Did that woman ucio urari mugurukire ithe ndirahonire na uracira worora ku ugithie ku kwi ngai no akijandi gukwariria haha tondu muthe nwarega kuhonoka ici namba ciakwa cia thimu uthi uhurire thimu rucio thaa ici niguo ngaria nawe nigetho menye uhonokio wina bata
utigetie thiku imwe uhetukwo nawe riu
kindu ta thiku igiri uguo yakwira uguthie no riu muhunjia nake ni aramenya riu ndamurogwo ndiramenya ni aramenya kila kitu ona ni anjiru akejani ndigukuhoera ringi kuhoire nganoga riu uthi unjarie rucio na thimu rucini rucine ru ngiuria atiriri thimu ici igone kwa coin box riu thimu ici ya coin box ngithie njikire coins ithire ri ngithie KCB Service Center ngietha coins nyingi ngiguana gakabu regatha ciathira ngathie ngikiraga arafu akirige kinjira nduthikura maito wanyu arutaga wira umuhoe thimu uhuthire thimu ya thungu ayo uhure thimu waririe muhunjia ngithie ngihoya maito
aria kwa thungu
maito aria kwa thungu ni kwa kwamite ngithie ngihoya maitå thimu akinjira hore na ndũgaikare muno.
Now, that is Bishop Margaret. She is saying that she was a member of Freemason. But is it true? Do you really think that what she's saying is true? Do you really think, according to your understanding, do you really think that what she's saying is true? Because now, this is what Bishop Margaret is saying, that I had joined almost all of them. You will join one and realize it was not good enough, so you will jump to the next. At that time, there was no talk of Illuminati. Freemasonry is the Illuminati. Illuminati is like the child of Freemasonry, a branch of it. Men have their side, and so do women. Now, after listening or after reading that statement, I went and did some little digging on whether it is true that Freemasonry or Illuminati accept. Okay, let us not focus on Illuminati, because she's saying, according to her statement, she's saying that Illuminati is the child of Freemason. So she was in Freemason. So I went to do some diggings on whether the Freemason accepts women. And surprisingly, this is what I found out. That traditionally, Freemasonry, particularly as practiced under the United Grand Lodge of England, that is the UGLE, and many other regular Masonic jurisdiction around the world, does not admit women members in these lodges, as typically restricted to men. These things are strictly restricted to men. And now I was like, why is it that they don't admit, or why is it that they don't accept women? Now, this is why they don't accept women. Many lodges believe that maintaining a male-only membership is necessary to preserve the rituals, symbolism, and brotherhood that defines their tradition. They see it as a way to maintain continuity with the past, rather than an initiational act of exclusion. So according to Margaret, she was in Freemason. And then now the Freemasonry themselves, according to their rules and regulations, they are saying that they don't admit, like they don't accept the membership of women. Up to that point, do you really think that someone was telling us the truth, or she was just trying to make us talk about her? Now, she's explaining why she joined the Freemason. And this is her statement. That I was looking for money. Of course, whenever anybody joins such kind of cult or such kind of thing, their main aim and their main target is money. But this money, does it come without payment? Is there nothing that will be paid at the end of the day for receiving this money? Remember, these are free money, and nothing comes from Satan for free. I was looking for money. Even when I was with Marlboro, I don't know who Marlboro is, everything depended on the salary. But now I was being shown that I could have my own money. And that's when things went south. They can take you and kill you. There is nothing they can't do to you. It turns out there are people who are devil and agents, and their job is to recruit you. But if your heart yearns for God, if he calls you, even a preacher at Uhuru Park will be sent to save you, she added. Is someone saying the truth? Like she's telling us that of course we know that these people can kill you. But my question now here is where she's saying that if somebody is sent, of course we know that you can be saved. But after being saved, are there no other practices or are there no other things? I want us to understand this thing. I want us not to understand this thing in a spiritual perspective. Because what I'm trying, because the things that happen, one thing I normally believe is that the life we live is spiritual. That is one I believe that 101% that the kind of life that we live is spiritual. And nothing happens without a reason. There is also a reason why maybe she came and she decided to talk about this. Remember, she's a politician. And these politicians sometimes they just wake up in the morning and talk about something that you didn't even expect them to say. They open their mouth and talk about it. The only thing that she didn't tell us is who are they with there, or who are they with, because she's out of there. So she didn't tell us who they were with. But the truth of the matter is, you and I know that there are some of the things that can't end like that. Needs a lot of follow-up. Most of the things to do with the dark world is very challenging. The dark world is normally very challenging and very tormenting. So her telling us that if your heart yearns for God and if He calls you, even a preacher, okay. I understand. We can accept that you can be saved. A preacher can see you from far and just have that drawn attention to you and speak to you about something, or maybe tell you that you need some change. Of course, that is right. We have to accept that. But now, how she's trying to tell us how she got saved. Now, this is what now was really like a challenge to me. How she got saved. We don't need to question how people get saved. But now this one of hers, this is what she said. That I think she was trying to illustrate, because remember the last statement that I've just read. She said that if your heart yearns for God, if He calls you, even a preacher at Uhuru Park will be sent to save you. She said that. And then now I think she met that preacher now at Uhuru Park. That is what now she said. That he asked me why I was running away from him, and if I had done what he told me. He asked me why I was running from God. I refused to get saved that day. But he gave me his number and told me to call him the next day so he could show me why being saved is important. I looked at him and felt like he knows everything about me. The next day, I looked for a phone and called him, she further said. Before we get into comments, because there are people who are commenting here, by the way, I just have something to say. There are some of the things that are better not said. Because you can say them, one thing I realize with these people is that they normally try to copy what. Let me just be open with you guys. There are a lot of people outside here who are trying to copy what Apostle Nganga does. I just want to be open with you. Like now, you are bringing a story of something that happened very many years ago. Of course, it's a story, yes, but is it really worth it? Is it really going to help you in any way? Or is it really going to put a lot of questions? Like this one now is going to put a lot. People are going to question you a lot. Like, are you really out? Like, were you really saved? Were you really saved? Did you really get out of that cult or out of that Freemason? One thing with the Apostle Nganga story is this. He normally explains that being a thief, being somebody who Apostle Nganga says that nilikuwa mwizi, nilivuta bangi, nilikuwa muuaji, nilienda jela. That is a story that whenever you can sit down, listen to that story and see the way that person changed. Actually, his life changed completely. You listen to him explaining that up to the point that now he was in prison, and then he got saved in prison, and then he came out of prison and then started preaching to the nation. You get that story so touching. And then realize that, okay, this life that maybe I'm living, I can live it, I can be saved and then reject it. But now these preachers that they just come, they create stories. We don't know whether this one is just a story that has been created, by the way. These people that just come, they create stories, and then they want us to believe their stories. They want us to believe that they were there. They want us to believe that these things happened because they just want to be on the limelight. Literally, one thing I believe and one thing I know is that like this story now, this one wants to be on the because she realized that nobody is talking about her. Remember, she joined the government. She was given a job, just like I've said initially there, that she was given a job. But now, why would you come up with such kind of story? I want to read for you some of the comments. Some people are commenting and saying, like Helen is saying that, but why? But only men can join Freemason. She's chasing number again. I think that is one of the things that I elaborated there. That according to my research, the Freemason only admit and accepts men, not women. Women are not accepted. Maybe if you know one that accepts women, you can tell me in the comment section. But according to my research, I've realized that the only men are accepted so that they can maintain that the brotherhood thing. I don't know. Second, there's another person is saying that show us one branch you joined. A good question. She can show us that this is the branch that she joined. Wiki is saying that Hata pastors wanna join Freemasons. What? It's so discouraging. But we have to understand that she did this before she was saved, according to her statement. Chris Nyamwaro is saying that I had this testimony from her in 2000. I don't know whether it's true. Another person, Sam, is saying that you can't trust some people. How sure are you that she left the cult? A good question. I think I've talked about that. Prince Palem is saying that I will say this again. Some past is better left in the past. I talked about that too. That there's some of the things that you better not talk about. Like this one now, because you may think that you want to clear your name, but you are tarnishing your name. You are making yourself look like you don't deserve respect from anybody. King Sam is saying that I can't trust her anymore. The trust is gone. Another person, presenter Barry Palmer, is saying that Freemason only accept men. I think we talked about that. And then Absalom J is saying that, but even her current religion dispensation is still suspicious. I don't know what you think because, just the way I've said, fellow Kenyans, that mixing two things, you can't serve two masters at the same time. You can't be a bishop and at the same time be a politician and succeed in both of them. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because now it's a very good example, by the way. She joined politics. She campaigned for Ruto. She joined politics after campaigning for Ruto. Now Ruto called her. Now they've been working together, I don't know, for a very long time. Now she's coming out trying to, it's like she's trying to clear something, trying to clear her name, or maybe trying to tell people what it is. But how are you telling it? Like, what is your intention? The question that we need to ask is that, what is her intention? While she's saying this, what is really her intention? What is she after? While other people are sharing their stories, some people are after changing lives. Some people are after saving lives. Like when you read, just like the way I've told you about the story of Apostle Nganga. When you listen to Apostle Nganga's story, that is a story that can change someone's life. Like changing from being a bad person, now from being a drunkard, being a killer, being a thief, kufanya yale mambo mabaya, kupelekwa jela, mambo kama hayo kadha wakadha, afu baadaye kuja kuokoka kwanza kuhubiri injili. That one is a transition from a bad life to a good life. That is a transition. That one is inevitable and everybody is seeing it's open. Everybody sees it. But now this one, from the Freemason, and then you're telling us that you got saved after getting saved. What next? What impact? Is there any impact that you've done that people can say that now these and these are the things that she has done? That is just my thought, and I think I would like to give you a chance also in the comment section to tell me what you think concerning that statement of our own Bishop Margaret Wanjiru telling us her story of being a Freemason member. But you and I have seen that the Freemason only accepts men. So is it a way of cloud chasing, or what is it? What was her intention while she was trying to share this story? After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please don't forget to drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface. Bingo.